Prepositional verbs. Prepositional verbs are a group of multi-word verbs made from a verb plus another word or words. Prepositional verbs are made of verb plus preposition. Here are some examples of prepositions. In some cases, the first word keeps its meaning, but the second has a special intensifying sense. For example, break up. In other cases, the new two-part verb has a different meaning from the two separate parts. For example, give up means surrender. Because a preposition always has an object, all prepositional verbs have direct objects. Here are some examples of prepositional verbs. Look after, that means take care of. For example, he's looking after the dog. Wait for, that means await. For example, John is waiting for Mary. Prepositional verbs cannot be separated. That means that we cannot put the direct object between the two parts. Prepositional verbs are inseparable. For example, let us look carefully at this sentence. Who's looking after the baby? This is possible, it is correct, but if you say, who's looking the baby after, it is not possible. The sentence isn't correct. Prepositional verbs are different from phrasal verbs. A prepositional verb is a verb followed by a preposition, whereas a phrasal verb is a verb followed by an adverb. In prepositional verbs, the accent is on the verb, not on the particle. For example, I look after the children. If the object is substituted by a pronoun, it must be placed after the particle. For example, I look after them. It is grammatically acceptable to include an adverb between the verb and the particle. For example, I look carefully after the children. The particle can be placed before a relative pronoun and appear at the beginning of a WH question. For example, these are the children after whom I looked.